Big Z Reviews. Morbius is the newest Sony Spider-verse movie, and it is the worst. And I think it's funny, it feels like a movie from, a superhero movie from the early 2000s that somehow got made today, but without any of the fun from those really bad superhero movies. Like, just super serious, but also super bad. And it's just not good.
Michael, what have you done?
I was trying to help people. But the cure. It's a curse.
Michael.
So this stars Jared Leto, the famous cult leader, and the famous person that likes to be assholes and actually actually be that person only when they're assholes. Though he never plays a really good person and does good things for people, but he's a method actor, and the behind the scenes stuff with this film, I think he plays a cripple for most of it until he becomes the Morbius vampire. He had to actually walk with a limp, and his bathroom breaks started taking so long that they got him a wheelchair and they had someone push him to the bathroom. And that's the kind of man we're dealing with and want to give a lot of millions of dollars to. But he is Michael Morbius. And, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but I'm not too familiar with the character. But, I mean, I guess they wanted to make a movie out of him. But the actual movie is just not very good. It's just like, it's not even a good vampire story. And it's so weird. Because, he's a doctor. He made fake blood that has to be blue. So, to not look bad when you're drinking it. I don't know, later on, so that you're like, it's not blood he's drinking, it's just a blue goo. But there's so much weird about this film, because from scene to scene, there's almost nothing connecting it. It's so jumbled and weird. And because and there's also some really odd stuff, because when he successfully melds vampire bat DNA and human DNA in his own body. And this is it feels like they're still we're from the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man universe. Just because where everyone has kind of part animal and with part science experiment. All of the villains are like that. And but when he turns the first time, for some reason they're on a ship with a bunch of mercenaries, and the mercenaries all want to kill him. Then they're all bad people now, and he's going around killing them all, and you hear gushing blood sound effects, but then there is no gushing blood. It's the oddest thing. The sound, we're going to have a lot of gushing blood here. Then they said, oh, we can't, it's too much for PG-13, so cut the blood. Should we take out the sound effect? Don't worry about it, won't matter. The other main leads of the film are Matt Smith as Milo, the person that the kid, Morbius, gives him a new name because the last Milo died, so he's just going to die too, so you're now the new Milo. And for some reason, he kept that name for the rest of his life. And then he's a gangster? It's so weird. He's a best friend. But he's a gangster, and he gave money to Jared Leto to do all sciencey shenanigans. And but then he wants the vampire juice too. Then he gets it and he becomes super evil. But not too evil. He just wants to go to a bar, and if someone makes fun of him, he's going to drink his blood, and he's going to bang all the chicks. And then he has his doctor partner and love interest is Adria Arjona, and she's the hot girl, and that's mainly her characteristic traits. And then there's Jared Harris, who is the doctor when they're kids, and then he's still around when they're adults. and like maybe 30 years have passed and he still looks exactly the same. They didn't even make an attempt to make him look slightly different. But like, there's so much oddness to this film. Like, there's definitely going to be, once it's more available on streaming and people can dissect it, there's going to be some good video essays about how bad it is from scene to scene. Just because there's so many weird stuff you could dissect. Like, at one point, like, people think that it turns out like he's on the lam because Matt Smith is killing people and drinking their blood, and everyone thinks it's Jared Leto, and like he sneaks up on the bus with Adria, and they're all being very covert, very secret. You know, he has a hood up, not showing who he is, and then they go to a restaurant, and his hood is down, and he's talking loudly about what their plans are, and it's like, I thought your face is everywhere, that they're hunting for you. You're just at a restaurant now, not worried at all? Like, from scene to scene, whatever happened before doesn't matter. And the whole thing that, like, he can't access his lab anymore, so he overhears someone, like, using counterfeit $100 bills, and it's like, a counterfeiting a lab. I could use that to do my lab stuff. And it's just like, and then, like, it's so weird too, because, like, stuff from the trailers, they actually put a little bit of humor in it. Like this is part from, like, the lab there. Like, he's like, I'm Venom. Like, no, I'm just joking. I'm Dr. Michael Morbius. Nice to meet you. And, like, they do that, but not the funny part. They're just, I'm Venom. It's like, but is this the same world as Venom? Do you know what Venom means? Or why are you Venom? Like, it's batshit insane. Like, and then the CGI for it is pretty bad. And then the whole course ends up being a CGI fight. And it's fine. You know, it's not good. But, like, it's so many weird, like, they have this whole other angle with the cops that are hunting him. And they're, like, so bad at it. But, like, sometimes, like, at one point, like, when they're hunting him, he goes up onto the roof. And then, like, somehow they fly up to the roof with him, and then they arrest him, and it's just like, wait, how did they arrest? Like, what? Like, it's impossible to make sense of this movie. Like, it's just bad. I'd probably give it, like, a 3 out of 10. And it's not, like, good bad. It's not fun. That's, like, if it had been corny and tried to be funny and, you know, it could have been better. It could have been good bad, but it's just bad. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.